Just 35 miles south of the Twin Cities, you'll find yourself in Northfield, Minnesota, a rich, vibrant 19th century river town. However, many times when people think of Northfield, the first thing that comes to mind is the infamous Jesse James. Well, on September 7th in 1876, Jesse James rode into town with 8 bandits, convinced they were going to be able to rob the First National Bank. That foiled attempt only lasted 7 minutes, but put Northfield on the map and American history books forever. Northfield, Minnesota celebrates the defeat of Jesse James every year in September, and this year's celebration is going to be held September 5th through September 9th.
The days begin with the reenactment of the bank raid of September 7th, 1876. We're standing in the actual bank that they tried to rob on that date. Everything is as it was on September 7th, 1876. The clock is even set to the exact time when the 3 robbers walked into the bank. The vault door is the exact vault door that they tried to open to get the money. They did not succeed in getting any money, so we invite you to come down the weekend after Labor Day and join us in the festivities celebrating the fact that Northfield did not let the James Younger gang away with any money.
I found it really interesting when I visited Northfield to find out that the residents referred to their town as the town of cows and colleges. Well, digging a little deeper, I found out that the reason is the town is surrounded by beautiful dairy farms, but right in the center of the town are 2 of the most highly renowned, prestigious liberal arts colleges, Carleton College and St. Olaf College. Carleton College is surrounded by a beautiful arboretum and 2 wonderful, big, huge lakes. And St. Olaf College sits high above the town, overlooking the beautiful Cannon River Valley. Now I guess I understand why they call it the village of cows and colleges.
Northfield is a unique community because we are so close to the Twin Cities, but you feel like you're a world away. You drive 35 minutes south and you found that old-time community again where people say hello to you on the street and greet you by your first name, and that's not something you find anymore, and that's pretty special.
The gathering spot for Northfield residents really hasn't changed much in the past 100 years. Right now I'm at Bridge Square, where many people will get together for theater events, movies, shows, and concerts, or simply to take in the beauty of the falls that are right here behind me. Many times you'll see people strolling up and down the river walk, fishing, canoeing, or just simply taking in the beauty of the Cannon River. Also, you'll find that there's many different shops and restaurants and nice little watering holes where people will just kick back and enjoy the beauty of Northfield.
Well, you certainly could stay at one of the wonderful places that we have, from great hotels to bed and breakfasts to the Archer House, and wake up, have coffee at one of our mom and pop coffee shops that are still that hometown feel again. And as the afternoon wanes, there's wonderful shopping, unique shops going down Division Street, our main street, and you're finding things here that you're just not going to find other places.
When visiting Northfield, there's many different options of places to stay. I found the Archer House to be pretty interesting. It's right downtown here on Division Street. It's been here for over 100 years. It overlooks the Cannon River, and there's some beautiful rooms. Let's check it out. Well, I hope you enjoyed Fox in Your Town and our tour of Northfield, Minnesota. If you want to find more about anything we've shown you today on Fox in Your Town, simply go to myfox9.com. And if you'd like to see us in your town, send me an email at myfox9.com. Well, I'm Todd Walker with the Fox 9 Morning News, and remember, dare to explore. Those are a lot of stairs. I'm Todd Walker, and welcome to Fox in Your Town. We're excited to bring you a new segment here on Fox called Fox in Your Town, where we're going to introduce you to new and interesting places all around the state of Minnesota. Today, we're going to show you a little bit about Stillwater, Minnesota. If you've been there before, it's time to come back. If you've never been, You got to check it out. Come on along, I'm going to show you Stillwater. Well, if you've never been to Stillwater, it's time to make the trip. And if you've been here before, it's time for a return visit. The town is filled with beautiful architecture and historic homes like the Rivertown Inn. I'd not been to Stillwater for a couple years, so when I strolled through the town, I felt as if I was visiting the city for the very first time. The flavor of Stillwater with the great antique stores and the beautiful bridge still exists, but now you'll see many new hip and happening restaurants and shops, making the new Stillwater historic and hip.
Stillwater is a wonderful day destination from the Twin Cities, being less than an hour drive. Our community boasts over 7 bed and breakfasts. This is the Rivertown Inn in Stillwater. We have 9 rooms, 2 luxury rooms in our carriage house. That suite features steam showers, hot tubs, fireplace, and an on-staff chef that prepares you a gorgeous 3-course gourmet breakfast.
After a great night's stay at the Rivertown Inn and a great 3-course breakfast, there's many ways to get around Stillwater. I'm going to jump on the trolley. Let's go!
One of the things that makes the trolley tour so interesting is the fact that you look around this town, you see so many different types of architecture. He built this 25-room mansion for his wife, his mother-in-law, and his only son. A lot of times, though, they never get off of Main Street, so when I get a chance to get them up from out of the downtown, it's so many times I hear, you know, I've been coming here all my life. I had no idea that this is what the town was all about.
Stillwater is filled with great activities, both indoors and outdoors. So let's start our day with a little exercise. Stillwater is great for climbing, running, biking, and, you know, climbing a little stairs. All right, now that I got the exercise out of the way, I think it's time to kick back for a little lunch. I gotta tell you, walking down Main Street here in Stillwater, the opportunities were endless for dining. The difficulty was deciding on which one to actually sit down and enjoy a burger. Well, it looks like I found a place to enjoy that huge hamburger. I'm at the Mad Capper on Main Street. This place has been around since the early 1900s. Now that's a hamburger. All right, you guys, let's dig in and eat. Well, you can't visit Stillwater without taking in the beautiful St. Croix River Valley. We're down here on the St. Croix River, and there's so many different options to enjoy the river. You can take a ride on one of the big paddle boats or this great gondola, but you gotta do it. You gotta enjoy the river. A hip culture with historic beauty, that's the way that Stillwater people like to describe this town that they're very, very proud of. And I can understand why. I tell you, an afternoon in Stillwater can be spent shopping at a variety of different stores, from shoe stores to linen stores, baby stores, and if you're looking for that chic outfit for the evening, that is right here in Stillwater as well. I'm going to check out one of these stores that I found pretty interesting. This is the Chef's Gallery. Come on in, I got to show you what we found.
The Chef's Gallery is great because we have people who come from all over the world, actually. We have a lot of tourists in Stillwater, and we have a lot of local people. We have people from Wisconsin and the Twin Cities who come and take cooking classes and shop for everything for their house. And Todd, we even have a cooking school, and we can teach even you how to make the perfect egg.
Whoa, let's see. Ow, I cracked the yolk! A trip down to the north end of Main Street in Stillwater is like a trip out of a travel magazine. I gotta tell you, I felt like I was walking into Sonoma Valley or Napa Valley, but you don't need to go there because we're at the Northern Vineyards right here in Stillwater. Right, Cassie? Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, we've been in business for 24 years. We do approximately 25 to 30 different wines per year, and we bottle over 75,000 bottles a year, and we sell most of it right out of our store in Stillwater here.
Hope you enjoyed today's episode of Fox in Your Town, and what a better way to cap off a beautiful day in Stillwater, Minnesota, but with a great glass of wine. If you have a great story idea, send it to us at myfox9.com and enjoy the outdoors. I'm Todd Walker with the Fox 9 News.